Hello everyone, I'm Brofi1322 and welcome to another week of content creator live stream track showcases and all that good stuff. We're in the playlist ready to go. This is about to swap and zoom into there. I should get that to zoom. I'm sure I've said that before. We're in the playlist, all ready to go. Let's get it started. 7 tracks to go through again this week. The links for all these tracks are down below in the description in the order in which we play them, if any of them take your fancy. And if you want to submit your own tracks to all of this, the link for that is also in the description as well. But we're starting with SUVs on this first track. I think I want the Huntley S because it's awesome. And I've turned customs off because I'm pretty sure I don't have a custom SUV on PC. Only 14 likes? Yes, where are all the likes? How can you expect people to have liked it at this point, GT Driver, when nobody's seen it yet? Nothing has happened. We're a minute into the stream. I was a minute late. And, you know, you can't expect people to like something already. Smash that like button. Alright, so like I said, 7 more tracks to go through. These are all on PC. Hopefully we got some good creations. Oh, we're starting with an event racing track. I didn't even realise. So, we're going to have everybody do 1 pit stop. Hopefully everybody gets that message. I guess I'll take my pit stop on the first lap. So when we do event racing tracks, I like to have everybody go through the pit lane because the pit lane is an important part of an event track. I don't know about the entry to that one. The exit to that one seems fine. But the entry is a little bit suspect if you're carrying speed into that part of the pit lane and people are going to be braking to turn right. I'll check out the entry on the next lap. But yeah, another 7 tracks to go through. We do this the first 3 Saturdays of every single month. If you've never seen one of these before, welcome to one of these either videos or if you're here live streams. If you end up enjoying this, feel free to check out the Twitch streams where we do more of the same. There'll be some more fun GTA times tomorrow night. That is the wrong baller, good sir. That is the slow baller. And yeah, like I said, the links are in the description. And we're going to check out some tracks, see what we think about them. If you like anything that you see, feel free to get them for yourself. If you're on PC, tracks aren't cross-platform, unfortunately, even though there's no real reason why they shouldn't be. And for those who aren't on PC or are track creators yourselves, maybe you can get some ideas, and we'll also be talking about the tracks, what's good, what's bad, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so 1 lap done. I did 4 laps. I think 3 laps would have been enough. I tried to do about 10 miles per track, which normally equates to about 3 laps. It normally equates to about a 6-minute race for every track. There we go, some other people making their pit stops. This hasn't been too bad for an early pit stop. Up into 6th. And yeah, the track at the end is just to limit the playlist in terms of number of players, although we're not close to hitting that limit this week, so we're alright. I mean, I like it. I like this so far. It's notoriously difficult, similar to Paleto Bay. It's notoriously difficult to create an event track around Mirror Park. Because it is so tight and technical, and I really like these extended sections that are here. You know, the track extension that we've got. Obviously you've got some lamppost removal as well. But you can only... Oh! It was all going so well until that moment. Oh wow, he had the same issue. Good variety of corners from what I'm noticing. You know, you've got your tight hairpins, but also your faster, flowier sections, and then some chicanes as well. I feel like event tracks, obviously I talk about this every week. Event tracks need to be, you know, really on that highest level. No props anywhere that could be causing issues for other drivers, all that kind of stuff. Have to be perfect in terms of the type of props used and all that. Alright, looks like we're going to get up to third now that they've made their stops. I think the leader made a pit stop as well, so I think second place still hasn't made a pit stop yet. Maybe we can get a second for life in the first race. But yeah, we do these on the first 3 Saturdays of every single month. PS4 on the first Saturday, Xbox One on the second Saturday, which was last week, and PC on the third Saturday. And then they're always at 5 PM UK time, which is the time that all my videos go live every day. And then on the days where I don't stream to YouTube, on the Saturdays where I don't stream to YouTube, on the 4th Saturday of each month it's the podcast on Twitch, but there's always a video going up on YouTube anyway, to keep you entertained. I like this. This is a really solid Mirror Park event track, which is certainly not easy to do. This is definitely an area of the map that you don't want to be trying to make a track in if you're an inexperienced creator. In fact, it's really nice. I actually really like it. It's refreshing to have a track that's got a really nice variety of corners. Yeah, 3 laps would have been perfect for a 6-minute race. Never mind. We have time. Oh, that was horrible. So, is second place going to pit now? No? Oh, he must have pitted on the second lap. That pit lane is fine, actually, I think. Well, the entrance is... It's still a little bit iffy, I think. I don't think it's perfect. I feel like you could still have some issues. For the most part, I think it's a very nice track. It's a tricky section. Caught up to these two in the lead. I'm glad that it seems like pretty much everybody got the message about having one pit stop during the race. Pit lane is an important part of an event track, so we need to test it and make sure it works. Oh god, this last lap, if I'd driven this last lap like I've driven any of the other laps, I might have had a chance for second place, but this has been horrible. I was driving horribly on the Twitch stream this morning. Hopefully I can drive a little bit better this evening. Nice, so that was our first track. Again, links for these are in the order in which they're played. I did get best lap. Sweet. I missed the Huntley S. Anthony Room, the track does flow nicely indeed. It's nice. It's got a good variety cornering wise. I like it. And thank you for becoming a member. I noticed you became a member a few days ago. It doesn't show on the screen or anything because it was off stream a few days ago. But thank you for being the latest member. And I always keep this here until if we get a member during the stream, I always put the name there instead of the latest member. But every stream before that happens, we just have the total number. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully you have fun during this. Third for life indeed. That was a terrible last lap. That last lap was awful. Alright, so not a bad start. We got another event track on the next in our next list, so the next one on the list. So again, everybody in the race, do one pit stop. There are there's going to be 3 laps, so on one of those 3 laps, you need to do a pit stop, just like what we've just done. Let's put it on GTA.
Oh, what a scumbag!
3 laps in sports. And let's have old style sports cars. Well, not any of the top 4. So no Pariahs, Italy GTO, all that garbage. Yep, another pit stop is mandatory in this race as well. Why so serious? Thank you for becoming a member. Let me get rid of that, and then your name should pop up there shortly when it all filters through. Yeah, if you already are a member, get those Bruffy oranges in the chat. Those are the classic thing that we do on Twitch whenever somebody becomes a new subscriber over there. Yeah, there's certainly, we have a backlog of tracks. We've had a backlog of tracks for a while. We've got a queue. There's a big queue of tracks to go through. Next month, we're going to be up to tracks that were submitted in April. Midway through April. So that shows you the offset that we've got. Thank you so much, Why So Serious, for becoming a member. Super RK12, Netrex as well, you guys all members. Thank you guys. And to the other 40 odd of you who continue to be members, I appreciate it. Right, let's use the Schlagen GT. Danger Illustrated as well. Thank you, Danger Illustrated. Hasn't popped up there yet, but it will. Enjoy all the perks of being a member. Go on the start,
what a
yes.
scumbag.
We always go on the start. For those who don't know, the perks of being a member are things like early lap time testing, monthly community posts, special Discord role, stuff like that. When you click the join button, it does tell you. Or you can go to bruffy.com/support, and there's plenty of other ways that you can support if it's something that you want to do, but nobody ever has to, as I always say, and I'm always happy that you're just here watching. So thank you guys. Alright, so another event track. Did I put it on GTA mode? I did. At least then we'll know where the pit lane is. It's more difficult to figure out where the pit lane is when you can't see the wrenches on the map. I've never been a fan of tracks around. Oh, we're going around here. I feel like I've done this, maybe on a Patreon stream or something. I've never been a fan of tracks around the docks, mainly because they're all like the docks are so boring in terms of God damn it! I don't know. I'm trying to get off the track. I need to wait for all of this. Because the tracks are always have corners that are sort of 90-degree left and right hand turns. Oh, there's the pit lane on the right. There's no... Okay, so the pit lane's on the right. On the start-finish straight. But there's no wrenches. So if it's... I mean, it's been submitted as an event track. That's a bit of an issue there. Maybe it's just an oversight. You want to have wrenches on an event track in the pit lane, because that's the whole point. But yeah, I've never been a fan of dockyard tracks, mainly because they're all just the same 90-degree right and left hand corners, and to be honest, they're not all that interesting, but I feel like this is extending things enough to be interesting. Oh, that's some serious lag. I am getting absolutely destroyed today. In this race, at least. This is a very nice section. Completely custom created bit of track that leads you around here. The only thing I'll say is those lampposts on the outside, I would probably mark it down as an event track for that. Those need to be gotten rid of or covered, especially since they're kind of just off the racing line. But apart from that, it's a nice creation. I'll pit on this lap. Pit lane. Nothing majorly wrong with that, I don't think. As a car coming down the pit straight, you are going to be aware of people coming out of the pits. A little bit short maybe, but not too bad. I should have said people shouldn't pit on their last lap, but it's impossible to know when the pit stop's going to be. Anyone who pits on their final lap is going to get a bit of an advantage, because they're going to be able to cross the line having just come out of the pits and not have to get up to speed again. No, this is nice. Now, I like that extra section as well. It's a dockyard track that's actually got a decent bit of character. and is a bit unique. Heading, your lag is unraceable. I don't know if you can really continue with that kind of lag. It's so bad. He's going to appear in front of me any minute. There he is. Well, maybe above me then. Yeah, nice. What cars or bikes do you want Rockstar to add with the new update? I don't care. Just remove advanced handling flags and then I'm all good. Yeah, the reason that I'm not streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time is because I'm not allowed to. Because I'm a Twitch partner, I'm not allowed to... Basically anything that I stream to Twitch, I'm not allowed to stream anywhere else simultaneously. So because I want this to go straight to YouTube, here I am. I don't bother with doing it on Twitch. Those poles on the right hand side are gone on the Xbox version. They've had to be put back there on PC though to be able to delete a metal fence since 25 fixtures isn't enough. Oh really? Was the fence not an issue on Xbox? If they remove the advanced handling flags, it would be the one time where I'm happy to retest all those cars again. Right, 4 laps. We'll leave it on muscle. We'll have any muscle car is fine. Oh my god, that's going to be a domination for the Clique and the Yosemite, I imagine. I'll keep it with the Base was a Dominator though. I'm taking suggestions from the testers now based on laps and car selections. So hopefully we'll see some good combinations since they've obviously tested the tracks already. They know. Will you stream the DLC? I will. I always do a Twitch stream on the morning of the DLC. I mean, it's not going to be this month, by the way, just so everybody knows. It's at least going to be next month before we get it. But I always do a stream on Twitch that goes over everything in detail and we sort of look through everything together. And then I do like an hour and a half long stream over on YouTube directly after that, which kind of goes over everything in quick succession, so in more succinct, you know, covering all the main details without all the little bits in between of figuring it all out that we would do on Twitch. More like a news live stream, I guess. Is there going to be a YouTube video about the DLC? Maybe when we get closer to it, when they actually announce a date next month or something. But it's been said on good authority that it's not coming out this month. The fence is blocked off on Xbox since it can't be removed on there. Okay, so... Okay. So I'm guessing it's better to remove the fence completely than it is to block it off. Is it worth having those lampposts there? I guess so. Alright, so this is called, what? Fury Road? This is a themed track. No pit stops are needed on anything here. Don't worry about pit stops or anything like that. We've got a theme, Fury Road. I don't think it takes a genius to work out what that theme might be. Let's see how well it sticks to a theme. Looks pretty good so far. What? Right. So for those who are unaware of how this all works, there's multiple categories that you can submit tracks under. You know, proper event style racing tracks are just regular racing tracks, and there's also off-road, rally tracks, themed circuits, stunt circuits, all that kind of stuff. The submission form to do all that is linked in the description, or at least where all the information is, and then the submission forms are down there as well. There's 2 forms for every platform, one for a proper circuit and then one for a different type of circuit. I think it's worked well having those 2 forms. It's allowed us to have more variety in the types of tracks that we showcase, rather than just having 7 normal racing tracks. Dominator GTX has no speed. Good in the corners though. Yeah, interesting. Nicely. It looks like it's using some of the. Obviously, this can only be done on PC with, you know, modding the creator and stuff, but utilizing some of the arena props in a proper race track circuit type deal. The Apocalypse Arena type stuff. It's so annoying that they didn't just release those props to the regular creator for everybody. But yeah, this is a good, you know, it's a good theme. It's got a theme, it's sticking to it nicely. It's a good track on its own. And then we've got this underlying theme which looks pretty cool as well. Cool. I like it. Had some good tracks so far tonight. High standard. Look at all this. Like, this whole custom created section is really nicely done as well. Things you can do with a game that's not limited by Rockstar. Good little theme track indeed, I agree. Oops. This is kind of a good example of what a themed track is. It's got a specific theme. The theme is in the title, and you know it keeps that theme all the way through, and it does it well. Still has to be a good track on, you know, the face of it, but yeah, nice. We did this in an event with an Infernus and it was so much fun. That does sound fun. Leave me alone, Cleek. Stupid car. It would be cool to be able to use the arena cars in regular races. Like, it's a shame that they're locked to the Arena War garbage, because you could do proper death race stuff like the movie Death Race And I feel like that would be a much better implementation of those vehicles. But once again, Rockstar bring great ideas and great things, but the implementation is lacking. Which is why, after 6 years of playing this game, even the casino DLC I can be skeptical about. It's just going to be another business, mark my words. Can we get this Yosemite by the end? I don't think I'm going to be able to. Nope. Nice little theme track. Thank you, Mr. Corsa. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. Fun track again. Let me see. Okay, praise mind. Sports Classic's okay. I haven't got a Sports Classic race down yet. For those who are wondering how to get in these races, all the information's on bruffy.com/join. Gives you all the information on how to get into sessions and stuff like that. These content creator streams are closed off. It's only for permanent members of the crew. But on my Sunday streams or the Saturday morning streams, for example, I open up the crew and just anybody can join. That's where it's all about, you know, getting involved and enjoying things with people. Alright, supercars for this one, and any supercar is fine, so you're allowed to use top supercars. No car is banned in this one. In fact, downforce supercars are recommended. The last DLC without advanced handing flags. Oh, that's going to make me think. When were they first introduced? Wasn't it the DLC with the Ellie? When the advanced handling flags were, and the Entity XXR and the Taipan Super Sports series. So what was before that? Doomsday? Was it Doomsday? I think it was Doomsday. Doomsday was the DLC before the flags, and I really, that was let's not go into the things I said about the Doomsday DLC that caused me to get banned. Oh, look at them all. Look at all of them. This is a regular track, by the way, so no need for any pit stops, just a regular chilled out playlist race. I don't know what that. I've never seen that before in 6 years of playing this game. I've never had one of those spawn points be over water like that to the point where they start swimming. So regular playlist race. It's the only one that we have today, and the idea with these is that, speaking of taipans, the idea with these is that they're just chilled out. You can stick them in a playlist. They're not trying to be a high-level event track with. They're not trying to be a high-level event track with all lampposts covered off and pit lanes and stuff like that. They're just trying to be a good little bit of fun to stick on a playlist and have some good racing around, basically. This has been messy so far. I was recommended high downforce supercars for this one by the testers. Really? This is just an absolute nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. You have a track with a little bit of speed or requiring some high cornering speeds and people just lose their minds, can't handle it. Oh. I mean, I suppose I'll take blame for that, but I feel like he could have just backed out of it. Whoa, where are we going? Okay, I'm so confused by that section of track. Five-second penalties for everyone. I feel like that was some sort of you can choose two different routes style section, but it just confused me.
These guys who were hitting me, I'm taking names!
Taking names. That is the perfect sound for this. I'm going to take some names with all these people hitting me, just like Tony did back then. Oh, that's a really nice section in high downforce supercars. That's really good. Jay with the $10 super chat, thank you so much, man. Brakes, people, brakes, I know. I like the smoothed over sections around the Mirror Park area. Makes Mirror Park viable. And because it's more of a playlist race, I'm not too fussed about the lampposts that have been left. The main ones have been covered. Alright, let's try and figure out this section. What was this all about? Holy balls. I don't know which is the alternate route and which is the right route. I'm guessing that's the wrong route. I'm so confused by that section. I mean, I'm obviously just not getting something. Is it meant to be a pit lane and we just can't see it because the GTA mode isn't on and the wrenches aren't there? Maybe. But there's no slowdown zones on any of it. And the checkpoints just seem like the checkpoints are fine everywhere on the track. Apart from that one section that just gives you no indication of where you need to go. or tells you too late. That's so confusing that I probably would have given it less than a score of 4 to be verified just for that section until it was fixed or made more clear. The rest of the track's really nice though. High downforce supercars was a good recommendation. But I've had so many issues in this race that I'm so far back. You think you're confused. Alright. Oh, that's a flip. So we're gonna go this way. See, once you know, that's not so bad. But I feel like there's definite propping or checkpoint improvements that can be done in that section of track, surely. Makes no sense to me. And if it is trying to be a pit lane, it doesn't have any slowdown zones anyway, and it's been submitted as a regular circuit. But then I don't know, it confuses me. But I like the high speed, you know, super quick nature. Sometimes it's nice to have tracks like that. I think that's meant to be a pit lane, but he never finished it. Well, that would be enough for me not to see it be verified, frankly. And that was horrendous at the start. The driving was so bad, I got hit so many times. Thank you so much for the £10 super chat, Jay, as well during that. A track can have a pit lane even if it's not submitted as an event track, that's true, but then what's the point? Because if you've got lampposts all over the place, then what event are you going to do that's going to be any kind of seriousness that would require a pit lane on a track that's got exposed lampposts all over the place? 159.999. Yeah, it probably would be. It felt like more of a non-contact, like non-contact would do better, I think, but yeah, when you know, it seems like when you give people a track to race on that is high speed, people can't handle it. Yeah, the rating that you need to get to be verified and showcased is 4 out of 5. Based on the average of everybody voting, all the testers, which is quite difficult, to be honest. All right, this is an old style track. Pretty tight in quite a few areas. Yeah, we all right. Yeah, after that last race, I think that's a reasonable suggestion, frankly. Let's do any sports is okay, and put it on 3 laps. Actually, since we're doing no top 5 supercars, since we're doing non-contact anyway, let's do supercars. No top 5. So any of the normal supercars, let's say. Top 5 being the Devest 8, the Wagner, the RE7B, the Autark, or the XA21. Ah, good stuff, TS Nobody. Yeah, my choice is the X80. That's all I have that isn't banned. There we go. Oh, we've got the... Does the random command work here now? Oh yeah, it does. The random command works here on YouTube. Only when the stream is live, unfortunately, but Discord, you can go on my Discord to use it at any other time. We need to get the GTA weather command working here as well. Alright, so it's an old style track. That is one of the submission categories that are on the forms to submit tracks under. Old style tracks, which are basically not stunt races, so you're limited to, you know, all these old props that we used to use when we were creating tracks on old gen. I'm guessing, can you do prop removal on old style tracks? I don't even know. Or is that only for stunt races? But yeah, it's we don't see many of these anymore. The kind of tracks that we used to have before the Cunning Stunts DLC. It's fun to do this kind of stuff again. City Proto can be such a handful in certain situations. Second for life. For the moment, at least. Well, I suppose this is how things go when I'm not being smashed to high hell, like on the last track. And considering it was Gamer Cleo who mentioned about the fact of doing it on non-contact because it's tight in some places, I guess he knows the track. So second might be the best that we can hope to get in this race for those of us plebs who've never done it before. I mean, it's pretty cool as a old style track. It's interesting, you know, you forget what we used to have to, you know, what we didn't have access to back in the day. All these stunt road pieces, but it's impressive. Oh, look, this corner again. The stunt road pieces that we don't have access to, but there's still smoothing done of the roads. It's like obviously utilizing those big platforms and things like that, which never looked great, I thought, but you know, they certainly were effective. And it's pretty remarkable how smooth you can make a track, even restricting yourself to, you know, an old style race, a standard race if you like, not a stunt race creator. Yeah, there was never a major issue, was there, with... Cunning Stunts has obviously made tracks better and prettier. But you could still get some good tracks back in the day. We never had issues having good races around old style tracks before those props were all introduced. You can still make some good races out of those. This is a nice creation. Taking me back. Back to the old days. I wonder how many people. I wonder what. Oh, you idiot! God damn it! I had a comfortable second. Absolutely. I'm not going to say it. I didn't need to say it, you said it for me. I keep every time. That's the only checkpoint that I have issues with. Goodbye, second. I've hustled and harried this X80 Proto around the track. And one small mistake. God damn it. On a straight as well, it wasn't even a mistake on a difficult section. I was on the bloody start-finish straight and I drove straight into a wall. Absolute garbage. Uh-oh. Okay, there's another mistake. Fun track. Fun to be in the old style of track creation again. Good times. Useless. Absolutely useless. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive for a non-cutting stunt props usage stunt track. Turismo R utilizing the old cars as well. That's someone who knows this track well. That's someone who knows the track like the back of their hand. Impressive. Cyclone was the wrong choice in that, yeah, definitely. No doubt about that. I mean, the X80 Proto was the wrong choice. It was a bloody handful. It was fun though, that's true. It was a handful and not the right choice for speed, but it was fun. Alright, we'll do sports classics for this one. We can do 4 laps. There may be a long smooth straight, but you'll need it for the rest of the track. Alright, this is an event track, so we're all going to need pit stops. Everybody to do a pit stop in this race. Where's the pit lane? Is it anywhere near the start finish straight? Just at start finish. Alright, no pit stops on the last lap. You need to have your pit stops on any car will do, but you need to have your pit stops on laps at the end of lap 1, 2 or 3. Not at the end of the race. One pit stop for everybody at the end of lap 1, 2 or 3. No pit lap 1. No, at the end of lap 1 would be fine, right? Or can you go into the pits after the start finish straight? Okay, now I'm confused. Either way, don't pit when you can get an advantage from it. It's before the first corner. Oh, okay. Alright, no pits on the first lap then. No pits on the first lap. But you can pit on the last lap. Everybody's got to do 1 pit stop in laps 2, 3 or 4. This has been submitted as an event racing track, by the way, just to clarify why we're doing pit stops. Nobody did the pit stop on the first lap. Good job, everybody. Everybody listening. For once, I'm deciding not to go to the back. I've had enough of being wiped out every corner. That 4th race did it for me. Alright, we've had our long straights. Here we go with the twisties. There's all sorts of different utilizations of this piece of road, and it's all slightly different in the way that it's being used in terms of track extensions and stuff, so you never quite know when you're on a new track how it's going to be, where the track will have been extended, where it won't have been extended, stuff like that. Issues. We're alright. See, this is why I always go to the back, because I feel like it's no fun. Just if I'm starting on pole position, it's such a huge advantage that kind of makes it no fun to watch. I'll take a pit stop on the first lap, I think. Oh! Okay, that caught me off guard slightly. I came out of the pits first. Oh! I mean, that's nice. The pit lane, you know, is totally fine. There's no issues there whatsoever. That's like a really good example of a great entry and exit to the pit lane. The exit of the pit lane, you've picked up the speed, so you're exiting it at the same pace as cars that are coming down the track. So you're going to filter into the traffic nicely. And you're entering the pit lane completely off the racing line. Interesting with the sort of left-right inside the chicane. Inside the pit lane, the left-right chicane inside the pit lane. I mean, it was pretty nice. It's interesting to have seen this part of the map, these roads, be utilised in a race that doesn't really incorporate much of the city. Like it's utilised the highway roads. I do like those roads. It's nice when they're used in a track. You do get a little bit of city driving, I suppose, so there is some more technical sections around here, but it's not too technical. The only thing I'll say is that as an event track, I would probably like there to be a little bit more to it. From a perspective of corner types. But as a track, I mean, it's really nice. I like these little extras around the track as well. The pit lane was really nice too, I've got to say. I enjoyed the pit lane. It's a nice drive. I think that's what I can say. For those who were talking about the XA21 in the chat and the broken suspension, if you put stock mirrors on the XA21, supposedly, and I have seen evidence of it, I just haven't made a video about it yet or anything, but stock mirrors fixes it. Custom mirrors is what breaks it. You don't need anything else. You can put everything else on that you want. Stock mirrors will fix it. Yeah, these are nice. These roads are nice to drive on. I like the Turismo Classic. It was terribly taken that corner, but so was that. It's such a nice car. Used to have a Mulsanne chicane style, a Mulsanne straight style chicane, but we removed it when people didn't like it. Okay. I feel like it's missing a hairpin or two. Like, I quite like the long straight. I like all of the track. I just wish maybe there was a little bit more in the city section. It was a bit more technical. For being an event track. If it was just a regular playlist track, I mean, it wouldn't make a difference, I suppose. But it's nice. It's an enjoyable drive. And these roads are always pretty fun. I've never quite gotten the hang of these roads. I've never raced them all that much. So I never quite know how to do them best. I'm starting to learn from this direction a bit better. But I have no idea coming the other way. Like, you can carry so much more speed there, for example. Like, you can just... I can see where I'm slow. But I don't know the roads well enough to be able to have confidence to take them any quicker. And that's probably why I've just been caught up coming on to the final part of the race. Nothing I could do. I tried to defend, but he just went around the outside. Second for life. As always. Good track. I enjoyed it. I don't necessarily think I blew it at the end. I just think I was beaten by someone who was much quicker. There's a difference between blowing a race that you're guaranteed to win and just being beaten because you're not quick enough. Yeah, that's kind of why I go to the back. I don't think that was... It's not exactly as fun to be in first place. I've got one change I want to do in the city area to add a hairpin, but waited till you did this as the guys tested this version. Okay, I see. Gotcha. That makes sense. Interesting that the comment that I said, loser, thanks game, echoed what you were already thinking. It was a team decision for the championship. Yeah. Lo-fi bike ride with the $5 super chat. Damn, bruv, you totally, oh damn it, you're racing too well for me to make a joke.
He gets such a huge boost from...
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that that was racing well. It was about bang on average. Right. Can we do coupes? I know I'm going to be in an exemplar. And it's going to be off the pace of the Zion, but Let's do coupes. This is also an event track, so we're going to need pit lanes for everybody in this one as well. One pit stop for everybody in this race. This is our final track for tonight, apart from the one at the very end, obviously. Thank you so much, Lo-Fi Bike Ride, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Adam, it's James. Oh, is that why? That's why it said loser, because Cleo disconnected. Okay. Alright. Last track. We started with 2 event tracks. We're finishing with 2 event tracks. Pit lane, pit stop for everybody. Depending on where the pit lane is, it might be a case of not taking the pit lane on the first or last lap or something, but I'll let you know during the race. So keep your eyes, keep your ears open if you're in this race. First time watching you live, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy. We're getting to the end of it, but hopefully you enjoy the content creator live streams even when we're not live. We do these first 3 Saturdays every week, and they go up as a video straight afterwards. RIP. Turbo Sab's felon causing issues. Alright, it looks like there's not going to be any major restrictions on pit lane. So you can have a pit stop on any of the tracks. Any of the tracks? Did I say any of the tracks? I meant any of the laps. Alright, Exemplar. I'm hoping it gives me a bit of top speed, because it's severely lacking in the traction area. Absolute carnage. Man, if the Exemplar had a spoiler, it would be so good. Alright, so pit lane's on the left. Oh, I tried to go for it as well. It's got the top speed. It just lacks pretty much everything else compared to a Zion. So we've got a shorter event style Mirror Park track now, which I guess we can compare to the Mirror Park track that we had from earlier. Oh my god, it's carnage everywhere. That was just a case of dodging as much as possible. I just don't have the traction. The pit lane's an interesting one, because it's like, it's so tight that I feel like there's, Jesus almighty, there's potential to get your wires crossed with somebody, but as the person coming into the pit lane, you've got to have some understanding, I imagine, of the fact that you want to be coming in and you're gonna have to get out of the way of anybody who's on the outside of the pit lane. Again, the custom created smoothed out sections really make the track nice. I mean, the pit lane works. It's well out of the way. So I think it works fine. Exemplar equals slower GT. Do you mean a slower version of the Rapid GT? Because in top speed it is, but it's actually quicker around a track than the Rapid GT. The 4-door version is quicker than the 2-door sports car. The 4-door coupe is quicker than the 2-door sports car. And the Rapid GT Classic is also quicker than the regular Rapid GT as well. Did I not get it? Was there something that I didn't get? Okay, fine. Up. God damn it, it was all going so well as well. Considering I was in an Exemplar, I felt like I was doing pretty well. But no. Absolute bully of a Zion. Oh, right, okay, Rapid GT, Slow GT. I get it. But still, it wasn't accurate. Because it's quicker than the Rapid GT. So, yeah, it should be Rapider GT. Exactly. At least I can have an Exemplar race between two other Exemplars. Did I ever tell you guys about the Rapid GT on Project Homecoming? Oh, I got lucky that he bounced off there the right way. Well, right way for me. Oh, this is the last lap. Ah, I couldn't do it. Ruined. Nice little track. Nice little shorter style Mirror Park event track. Well created. I think there's been a lot of well created tracks tonight. Like if you're looking to create your own tracks, you are you definitely should be looking at these event tracks and seeing the kind of props that are used, the way that the tracks are built up, the pole coverage, things like that, the way that the pit lanes are made, and put that into your own tracks. Fastest Exemplar hype, Netrex said in the chat. Be quiet. You looked out that I got wiped out. It's no easier to make tracks on PC than it is on any other platform. Unless you see a track that actually has props that you can't get otherwise, but most of them don't. Everyone's using the same thing. Look at the lap times. I was 1.3 seconds quicker than Netrex. And he has the audacity to claim he was the quickest Exemplar.
He gets such a huge boost from... Ah!
Lo-fi bike ride with the $5 super chat. You got crashed out by a bright orange convertible. I don't even have a joke. That's just funny. Ah, right. What do we do for this then? Let's use the random command since we have it. Random cars. Whenever you want to work, Nightbot. The Redwood Gauntlet. Assuming it's available. If it isn't, choose the regular gauntlet. Let's have Slipstream on, but not catch up. Redwood Gauntlets for everybody. Because the random command has deemed it so. Thank you, Lo-Fi Bike Ride, for the super chat. So those were our 7 tracks for tonight. If you enjoyed them, or if you want to get any of them, the links for all of them are in the description. You just bookmark them, and then sign into Social Club bookmark, and then they'll be in game on your bookmark jobs. If you want to submit your own tracks, we're not going to be creating a new wave for a while for track submissions because, like I said, we've got a backlog of tracks. But the link for that's in the description as well. Both of the forms, all the information there. And I think that's about it. When was this track made? Does the blimp say something? You know the answers to those questions, but I'm going to answer them anyway. This was made on the day that the creator was released in 2013. There it is. And the only reason that it's at the end of this playlist is to limit the number of people who can play it, because, like I say, it's not about joining me and everybody joining together, as many people as possible. These streams are about showcasing some tracks. So if you do want to join in with some of my streams and GTA racing and fun and stuff, then feel free to join in my Twitch stream tomorrow night. It'll be this time tomorrow over on, like I said, over on Twitch. And I do 3 Twitch streams every week. As the blimp says, thanks for watching. We don't need a pit stop on this hammer, no. Yeah, thank you for all being here. Yes, nobody gets Slipstream. Oh man, he's going quick. Oh. This is taking me back to the early days. Remember when you couldn't disable Slipstream back in the day? GTA Racing has come a long way. Oh, what on earth happened there? This always happens. I always seem to be in the lead in these one-off races at the end of these streams, coming into this section, and then I lose it because of Slipstream and catch-up. God damn it. So there we go, second for life once again. As always, that's my position. Remember when the Adder was the fastest car? Wait. But yeah, as always, thank you for coming to these streams, everybody. Thank you for watching them as a video, if you indeed do it that way as well. We'll be back again. We've actually got 2 Saturdays left in June. So it's going to be another 2 Saturdays without one of these streams. Obviously, like I said, the first 3 Saturdays of each month we do these content creator streams. So we'll be back with some more PS4 tracks on the first Saturday of July. But beyond that, thank you to those down below, the new members and the super chats. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you everybody over there for being here and chatting. And like I said, feel free to jump in on my Twitch streams if you enjoyed this. But yeah, for those of you who are going to be at the Twitch stream tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow evening for some more GTA fun and GFred. Alright, thank you guys so much. See you all in a few weeks' time on YouTube or tomorrow night on Twitch. Bye bye.